Leclerc did not just reveal that Ferrari has tire degradation. He revealed why it could destroy everything. Because in Austria, the problem was not one weak corner, one bad setup, or one unlucky Sunday. It was the chain reaction. Ferrari was losing time on the straights. The corners were not giving enough back. The rear tires were overheating. The grip was fading. And the race pace was disappearing right when Leclerc and Hamilton needed the car to fight. That is what makes this so alarming. Leclerc started second. Hamilton started third. 2 Ferraris inside the top 3. After Hamilton's win in Spain, this was supposed to be the proof that Ferrari was back. But instead, Austria exposed the part of the SF26 that Ferrari could not hide anymore. A car can look fast for one lap, but still collapse when the tires start paying the price. And now the question is brutal. If Ferrari cannot stop this degradation cycle, then was Austria just one bad weekend, or did Leclerc just reveal the weakness that could break Ferrari's championship dream? Subscribe to the channel. Austria was supposed to make Ferrari feel safe. That is why Leclerc's warning hit so hard. Because after Hamilton's victory in Spain, Ferrari needed one thing more than anything else: confirmation. They needed to prove that Spain was not just the perfect circuit at the perfect moment. They needed to prove that the SF26 could leave a friendly track, arrive somewhere completely different, and still fight with the same authority. And for a short time it looked like they had done it. Leclerc qualified second. Hamilton qualified third. 2 Ferraris inside the top 3. That kind of grid position changes the entire mood of a team. It makes engineers believe the setup work has paid off. It gives strategists more weapons. It makes rivals take the red cars seriously. It makes fans feel that the momentum is real. But that was only the surface. Underneath it, Leclerc had already revealed the real danger. Ferrari did not look fully competitive. The straights were costing too much time. And the corners, the area where Ferrari expected strength, were a negative surprise. That last part is the one that changes everything. Because a Formula 1 car can sometimes survive one weakness. If it loses time on the straights, it can fight back in the corners. If it struggles in the corners, it can defend with straight-line speed. A team can build a race around one clear problem. But Austria showed Ferrari something worse. The weakness was connected. The car was losing where it could not afford to lose, and failing to recover where it needed to recover. So the tires became the victim. Every time Leclerc tried to make up for lost time, the rear tires had to work harder. Every time the car slid even slightly, heat started building. Every time the heat built, the grip faded. And once grip fades, the driver has to fight the car more, which creates even more heat. That is the chain reaction. And that is why Leclerc's words mattered so much. He was not just describing a difficult practice session. He was exposing the beginning of the race problem before the race had even happened. Ferrari's Saturday pace made the situation look better. Sunday showed why it was not. A qualifying lap can hide pain. The tires are fresh. The fuel is low. The driver only needs one perfect lap. Leclerc can produce that. Hamilton can produce that. Great drivers can drag a car into places where the race pace does not truly belong. But a Grand Prix does not ask for one perfect lap. It asks for repetition. It asks the car to keep answering the same question over and over again. Can you keep the tires alive? Can you hold the grip? Can you defend on the straights? Can you recover in the corners? Can you still attack when the stint gets long? In Austria, Ferrari could not answer strongly enough. And that is what made the situation feel so dangerous. Because Leclerc had already given Ferrari the position. He had placed the car second, exactly where a driver needs to be to pressure the race leader. Hamilton behind him made the picture even stronger. Ferrari should have had strategic power. 2 cars near the front. 2 ways to attack. 2 ways to pressure Mercedes. But tire degradation does not care how strong the grid looks. Once the tires fade, the strategy changes. Instead of asking how to win, the team starts asking how to survive. Instead of choosing the most aggressive option, the pit wall has to protect against damage. Instead of letting the driver attack freely, the engineers have to think about tire life, rear temperatures, and how much pace can be used before the next phase of the race becomes impossible. That is the hidden cost of degradation. It steals freedom. And freedom is everything in Formula 1. A team with freedom can extend a stint. It can attack early. It can stop late. It can respond to rivals without panic. It can turn 2 cars near the front into a weapon. A team without freedom becomes reactive. And in Austria, Ferrari became reactive. That is why Leclerc's revelation was so alarming. The problem was not simply that Ferrari had tire wear. Every team deals with tire wear. Every driver manages tires. That is part of racing. The real problem was that Ferrari's tire wear was connected to other weaknesses. The straights, the corners, the traction zones, the race pace, all of it fed into the same loop. At the Red Bull Ring, that loop becomes brutal because the track keeps asking the rear tires to do the same hard job. Brake, turn, accelerate, brake, turn, accelerate. Every corner exit matters because the straights arrive quickly, and if the car does not launch well, the driver is vulnerable before he even reaches top speed. So if Ferrari is already losing time on the straights, the exit becomes even more important. And if the exit requires more rear tire stress, the degradation gets worse. That is the trap. Push harder and the tires suffer. Save the tires and the lap time disappears. Lose lap time and rivals control the race. Defend from rivals and the tires suffer again. That is not a normal balance problem. That is a race pace trap. And Leclerc was the one who pointed toward it first. That is why this cannot be dismissed as frustration. A driver saying the car is not competitive enough is one thing. But a driver identifying where the car is losing and then watching the race expose exactly those areas is something much more serious. Those moments add up until the title fight moves away. That is the nightmare Leclerc's comments point toward. Because he is not lacking speed. Hamilton is not lacking experience. Ferrari is not lacking ambition. The problem is whether the car can hold its performance when the circuit becomes uncomfortable. That is the difference between a race winner and a championship car. A race winner can be brilliant in the right place. A championship car survives in the wrong one. Austria asked Ferrari to survive. Ferrari did not answer convincingly. And that is why the tension after Leclerc's revelation is so high. Because now the team has to separate emotion from truth. The emotional truth is that Ferrari has shown hope. Hamilton's victory in Spain was real. Leclerc's second place in qualifying was real. The car has pace in it. The drivers can deliver. The project is not empty. But the technical truth is harsher. The race pace is not consistent enough. The tire degradation can become too powerful. The car still seems vulnerable on the kind of track where efficiency and rear tire control matter most. And when both truths exist at the same time, a team becomes trapped between belief and pressure. Belief says the car can win. Pressure says the car cannot win often enough yet. That is where Ferrari is now. And it is a difficult place to be because every next race becomes a test of identity. If Ferrari performs well, people will say Austria was specific. If Ferrari fades again, people will say Austria revealed the real car. That is why Leclerc's words carry so much weight. He gave everyone the clues before the full picture was visible. Then the race confirmed the danger. Now Ferrari has to prove the clues were not the beginning of a bigger collapse. Because once rivals see a weakness, they will not wait politely. Mercedes will pressure it. Red Bull will pressure it. Every team close enough will pressure it. They will attack Ferrari's exits. They will force tire usage. They will make the red cars defend. They will test whether the degradation returns. And if it does return, Ferrari's qualifying speed will become less frightening. That may be the most damaging consequence of all. Because Leclerc's greatest weapon is Saturday's speed. When he puts a Ferrari near the front, rivals should feel threatened. They should fear the opening lap. They should fear the strategic pressure. They should fear that Ferrari can control the race from the front. But if rivals believe the car will fade, that fear changes. They become patient. They wait for Sunday. They wait for the tires. They wait for Ferrari's own weakness to create the opportunity. That is what Ferrari must stop. They have to make Leclerc's qualifying speed dangerous again. Not just for one lap, but for the entire race. They have to give Hamilton a car that lets him use his racecraft as an attacking weapon, not a survival tool. They have to make the SF26 hold its pace when the tires are no longer fresh. That is the real challenge. Not finding one magic lap. Ferrari already has drivers who can do that. The challenge is building a car that keeps saying yes after lap 1. Yes when the fuel is heavy. Yes when the tires heat up. Yes when a rival applies pressure. Yes when the pit wall needs flexibility. Yes when the race demands more than promise. Austria was a race where Ferrari could not say yes enough. And Leclerc revealed why. The car was not simply slow. It was being pulled apart by connected weaknesses. That is what makes the situation so serious. And it is also what makes the next Ferrari response so important. Because now the issue is public. The hidden problem is no longer hidden. The tire degradation has been exposed. The straight line weakness has been discussed. The corner performance concern has been admitted. The race pace gap has been seen. There is no going backward. Only response. Ferrari either fixes the chain or the chain keeps pulling the season down. That is the real weight of Leclerc's revelation. He did not just reveal a tire problem. He revealed a race pace trap. And unless Ferrari breaks it quickly, Austria may become the weekend everyone remembers as the moment the SF26 stopped looking like a complete title weapon and started looking like a car that could still betray its drivers when the tires began to suffer.